In 2 weeks, I'm done. You want to talk about regretting your vote?
I never thought I'd say that, but I regret my vote. I voted for Trump.
I voted for Trump, and I regret it now.
As a Hispanic, I voted for Donald J. Trump. Dude, I regret it so much, man.
I am regretting my vote for Donald Trump.
I voted for Donald Trump, and now I regret it.
A lot of people who were like me voted for Trump and have to account for that.
I regret voting for Trump.
So deeply regret my vote for Donald Trump.
I regret voting for Trump.
I was a dumbass, voted for Trump. It was the worst decision I ever made.
I've seen the light, and I got out of MAGA. A lot of us there have seen the light. We have deep regrets.
I feel guilty because I voted for Trump twice. I feel very guilty because I feel responsible. That's why he's still running.
I was with Trump for 9 straight years. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Trump.
If you feel hopeless right now, I'm here to say some Trump supporters are actually regretting their votes. Estimates as high as 1 in 4 people who voted for Trump regret their votes. And on anonymous forums like Reddit, people have poured out their feelings about how much they regret voting for him. People like farmers who have been upset that they're not getting support and money is going to Argentina instead of them. Young voters who feel manipulated by the MAGA movement. And centrists who aren't necessarily committed to a political party have all expressed serious remorse over their vote. The fact that people are admitting that they're not happy with the election and the way things have been with Trump is a serious step in the right direction. As you know, in most cults, people who speak out against the leader are seriously punished. They're ostracized and experience a lot of hostility, which typically prevents them from speaking out in the first place. So although it may feel hopeless and like fascism has been descending upon us for a few years, there actually is a sign of some progress. That's why it's so important to have conversations with these people. If you're a white person and you have family who are Trump supporters, this is a really good time to try to get through to them, especially because a lot of Republicans want the Epstein files to be released, which could be used as a way to find common ground with them and convince them to not be MAGA anymore. Still have a long way to go, but the fact that his approval.
This is how it went.
Very happy and excited that Trump won. As far as financially, obviously nothing's really changed. We're still under the Biden administration, but I know that it is coming,
and this is how it's going.
So I admit I regret my vote for Donald Trump. I regret it because I needed these changes sooner. I needed the prices to go down sooner so that I didn't drain out my bank account.
Yeah, you regret your vote. And you know what? You're saying that you regret your vote. You're on video here crying your eyes out because you learned the hard way that Donald Trump does not mean lower prices for you. He again stated over and over and over again that he was going to do blanket tariffs. We told you he was going to raise prices. You guys said, no, we don't know what we're talking about. Experts who've studied this for 10 plus years now, they just don't know. And now you're suffering the consequences of raising prices in a shitty economy.
Yeah, I want to jump on the bandwagon of saying that I regret my vote for Trump. My whole family does. My husband and I own a farm in Ohio that was funded through the Inflation Reduction Act, which Biden signed into law. And now the executive orders from Trump are rolling back all of that funding for us. So now we can no longer afford our farm. And when all that happened, it was like a lightning bolt hit my brain. And I realized that I shouldn't just be voting for myself, that Trump's policies and EOs are hurting millions of people. But it took it affecting me personally to understand what I had done was wrong. And I think it's really important for anyone to come out who voted for him and is now negatively impacted by the executive orders, or maybe you have friends or family, especially in minority communities, who are being very heavily impacted by what's going on right now. So yeah, I think it's time for us to stop being so selfish maybe and to vote for what's best for the country instead of just in our tiny little bubble, because we're all in the same boat now and we're all equally screwed by our new president.
White Americans or MAGA supporters, MAGA voters are regretting their votes. All right? White Americans are regretting their votes. White Americans are regretting believing in Trump. White Americans are wondering, why did I even vote for this guy? Why did I vote for this person who don't care about my own needs? Why did I vote for somebody who don't even think about my life? Why did I even why did I do this? What came over me to do this? I have clips here of them regretting their votes. Watch them. I will come back and talk more about the video.
I voted for Trump, and every day I regret my decision more and more and more. Back in November, I threw away all of my Trump what have yous. The hat, the sweatshirts, the shirt. If it said his name, I don't fucking want it. I don't want it. Don't get it twisted, though. Do not get it twisted. You could not have paid me to vote for Kamala. In fact, all of this has now got me thinking, do I even vote ever again? Because they all suck. They're all on the same team. They just represent differently. Are we voting third party? Or are we gonna finally overthrow the government? I'm ready, man. Let's do it. Let's go. We got nothing left to lose. Really, we don't. But yeah. I never thought I would say it, but a Trump hater.
I regret voting for Trump. You guys told me I would, and here we are, just barely over a month after he was sworn in, and I have so many reasons, so many disappointments, and I've lost so many rights as a woman already. So I guess I'll just start listing the reasons why. So many rights gone as a woman. Starting with did I lose rights? I thought I did. See, I was told so many times by the left that I lost all of my rights because I'm a woman. So I thought for sure I did, but now that I'm trying to come up with a list, it's just not coming to the tip of my tongue here. I don't know. Maybe we'll try again after I do some research.
But I regret my vote. I voted for Trump.
I voted for Trump, and I regret it now.
As a Hispanic, I voted for Donald J. Trump. Dude, I regret it so much, man.
I am regretting my vote for Donald Trump.
I voted for Donald Trump, and now I regret it.
A lot of people who were like me voted for Trump and have to account for that.
I regret voting for Trump.
So deeply regret my vote for Donald Trump. I regret voting for Trump.
I was a dumbass, voted for Trump. It was the worst decision I ever made.
I've seen the light, and I got out of MAGA. A lot of us there have seen the light. We have deep regrets.
I feel guilty because I voted for Trump twice. I feel very guilty because I feel responsible. That's why he's still running.
I was with Trump for 9 straight years. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Trump.
If you could say anything to President Trump now, what would you say?
I expected better from you. I really did. I expected that you would do what was right and cut waste and fraud and all of those things that you promised us before we elected you in office, but you're not doing that. You're creating a disaster, and I don't know what America's going to look like if this continues.
Did you ever think that your job would be impacted in a Trump administration?
No, absolutely not.
Jennifer Piggott was abruptly fired from her job at the Treasury Department's Bureau of Fiscal Service here in Parkersburg, West Virginia, along with 124 other probationary employees. She'd voted for Donald Trump and thought her government job would be safe.
But To cut the knees out of the working class Americans just doesn't make sense to me. You know, it's what's the checking account look like, babe? We went through our list of items on our budget and said, what can we get rid of? And we've gotten rid of all of those things, including cable. I had my last review on the 31st of January, and I had the highest rating that you can get on a review, less than 21 days before I was terminated for my performance.
On top of losing her job, Jennifer is facing backlash from both Democrats and Republicans for speaking out. She's received death threats and more.
Our home's been egged. You know, they've hacked my Instagram and posted horrible things about my deceased mother.
So I admit, I regret my vote for Donald Trump. I regret it because I needed these changes sooner.
Yeah, so anyways, go ahead and get this shirt because clearly there's more than enough reason to own it and wear it. Where you can wear it? Absolutely everywhere and anywhere. I've worn it twice already, and each time I've worn it, I've gotten stopped. Somebody wants to take a picture of it, take a picture with me, ask me where I got it from. It just starts a great discussion. Always listen to a black woman. So if you like the shirt, bold enough to wear the shirt, hit that link and get yours sent to your address. It'll be at your house in less than a week. You're welcome.
I'm really sorry. I was wrong. I regret my vote. Donald Trump told me if I voted for Kamala Harris, we'd be at war within a year. I voted for her, and here.
I regret my vote for Donald Trump, and I'm ready to talk about it. When I voted for Donald Trump, I was told that I would lose my rights. I thought that I wouldn't have the right to drive. I thought that somebody would have to be driving me around everywhere. It's not the case. I still have to drive wherever I want to go. That's on me. I was told that it was going to become a communist country. We were going to be told what to wear, how to do our hair, but that didn't happen. I still wake up every day and decide how I want to do my hair. I have to do it. I have to find an outfit every day, which is really time consuming. Is not at all what I was expecting. I thought that that was all going to end. I also thought that I was going to get deported. Even though I was born here in the United States of America, I was told that I would certainly be deported. I'm not sure where, but I was hoping it would be some sort of island or somewhere relaxing. Now, I will say I do love my country, so I am not super upset that I'm still here, but all of these things were things that I considered before voting for him. None of those things have happened. I still have all of my rights, and my life is business as usual. In fact, it does feel good to have a little common sense in the air with him as president now, but these are all the things that I thought that I was voting for that I didn't get.
Accountability is taking responsibility for one's actions, and that is what I'm doing.
White America or Americans at large believed, were loyal to Trump on almost everything. You know, they did everything to put Trump on the light, to put Trump in power, to put Trump in that seat that he can control everything. All right? Now, after Trump being in the office for like 2 years, they have realized one thing, that they made a very big mistake. They made a very big mistake believing in Trump and voting for him to be in the office. After black people tried to warn them about Trump, don't believe in Trump. He has been in power for once. We saw what he did. And you don't have to give him the power again. Today, don't vote for Trump this year. Don't give Trump the power to roll up America again, because you won't like it. They are regretting and saying that I never voted for this. You know why? Americans voted for Trump because they believe that Trump will do better for them. Trump will do the best for them. Trump will fix economy for them. Trump will make the life most likely easier for them. But they have realized one thing, that Trump really messed them up. But they are the one who made the mistake of voting for Trump. Now they're regretting the vote because life is becoming unbearable. Economy is crashing them. Everything's becoming unaffordable today in America. They're regretting voting for Trump. And I believe that American people are regretting voting for Trump because this whole thing is hitting them. The nail is hitting them on the head. But if at all everything that they're voting for was okay, they were not struggling, they would be having good life, I don't believe that anybody would be able to do this. No one will be able to vote to be calling out there to talk about the economy crashing him or her, everything hardship in America. I don't think they will be able to do anything or cry out loud or to protest or even fight for this. But because the table turned, now they are regretting voting red. They are crying out loud. They want help. Life is crushing them. Economy is becoming harsh every single day. Now they really feel bad believing in Trump and voting for Trump to put him in power. Like, what really happened? Where did we go wrong? They made a big mistake. Do you feel like Americans should be crying out here, regretting voting for Trump? Or they are just overdoing things? Peace be with them out.